Now we'll look at interest rate option strategies, particularly on interest rate call options. So let's look at this example where Alex firm plans to acquire a competing firm in 65 days. And the acquisition will initially be financed by a $30 million bridge loan with a term of 180 days at a rate of 180-day LIBOR plus 200 basis points. And the principal and interest will be paid at the end of the loan term. So if you draw the timeline, so at time 0, okay, this is where Alex is now, and we're planning to take the loan in 65 days time, and the loan will be repaid after 180 days, which is day 245. So in other words, there will be a term, the loan will be a term of 180 days. Right, so Alex is concerned about a potential increase in interest rates before the initiation of the loan and asks for advice on fully hedging this interest rate risk. So the derivatives analyst advises him to buy an interest rate call option on 180-day LIBOR with an exercise rate of 3% for a premium of $70,000, which he will buy today. And the call expires in 65 days and any payoff occurs at the end of the loan term. So currently the 180-day LIBOR is 3.2%. So on day 0, the 180-day LIBOR, okay, is equals to 3.2%. And Alex firm can finance the call option premium at current 180-day LIBOR, which is 3.2% plus 200 basis points. So at the initiation of the loan 65 days later, the 180-day LIBOR is 4.5%, okay, which is on day 65. So the 180-day LIBOR on day 65 is 4.5%. That's when the call option expires. So calculate the effective annual rate on the loan. So what Alex will do is that on day 0, the firm will buy the option, okay, by financing it, okay, and then they'll pay back the amount on day 65. So the question now is how much would the effective cost of the option be? So first we'll calculate the effective cost of the option. So let's calculate here. So the effective cost of the call, okay, is based on the premium, which is 70,000. So we'll take 70,000 multiplied by 1 plus the current rate, 1 plus the current rate, which is 3.2%, plus the spread of 200 basis points, and the call will be financed for 65 days over 360. So this will be equals to 70,657 dollars. So this amount will be paid out at the end of day 65. So in this case, the initial proceeds here. So on day 65, you will take the loan. So there will be an inflow of 30 million. Okay, there will be an inflow of 30 million here, and then there will be an outflow. Okay, where you have to pay back. You have to pay the effective cost of the call. That's 70,657. So the initial proceeds here will be 29,929,343. So effectively, this is how much Alex firm will get on day 65. So on day 245, they have to pay back the principal, which is the $30 million plus the interest. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate the interest effect that is paid on day 245. So if you look at the calculation, the gross interest, which is just based on the loan rate, so that would just be the $30 million multiplied by the LIBOR on day 65. That's 4.5%. So we'll take 4.5% plus the spread of 200 basis points, and the loan is for 180 days over 360. So the gross interest will be equals 975,000. Okay, now the next thing is will there be a payoff from the cap or the call option? So the call option rate, spot rate, okay, 4.5% is higher than the exercise rate of 3%, which means that we can actually exercise the option. So the call payoff will be based on the notional amount, okay, 30 million. And then the payoff from the option is based on the difference of the spot price or the spot rate, okay, of 4.5% minus the exercise rate of 3%, okay, and then we convert it, adjust it for the number of days. So the call payoff will be 225,000. So take note that the interest here is a cost, okay, whereas the payoff here is a benefit. So in this case, the benefit offsets the interest cost here. So effectively, how much interest did Alex firm pay? So there will be, so the effective interest here paid will be 975,000 minus 225,000. So effectively, the interest 750,000. So the effective annualized rate will be the FV, which is the principal plus interest, against the PV, okay, and then we calculate it over this number of days. So we'll take the FV, which is 30 million, plus the interest effectively is 750,000, and then we divide by the effective loan proceeds, that's 29,929,343, and then we will compound this. We raise this to the power of 365 days over 180 days for the loan term minus 1. So that gives us 5.638% per annum.